Hello, good evening and welcome to the business news segment on News360. My name is Martin Esidu Daten here. Your business is my business. To the details now, and you would be very much aware that tomorrow Finance Minister would be going to the House of Parliament to present the 2016 budget. Now, several commentary has been passed on that budget. There are those who are saying that it is going to be an election budget, and then other sections are saying that it's going to be an austere budget. We are keeping an eye on that development and we'll keep you posted. And TV3 certainly will be covering it live from Parliament. And then also we'll see how best we can give you all the nitty-gritty, the details of it when it becomes available. And so let's look at some of the commentary that is being passed about the budget, which is going to be read tomorrow. And government has been urged to spell out definite policies in the 2016 budget to manage the country's public debt, which currently stands at 94.5 billion cedis as of June this year, and that represents about 70.9% of the GDP of this country. The Director of Business Operations of Delex Finance, Joe Jackson, indicated that policies should be aimed at ensuring low-cost credit to the private sector.
The 2016 budget is expected to focus on accelerating and sustaining growth to maintain confidence in the economy, outline policies to bring down the country's deficit. It will also state government's policy objectives and financial estimates for the medium term. Director of Business Operations, Delex Finance, Joe Jackson, expects government to reduce borrowing on the domestic market in order to leverage credit to the private sector.
We are looking for reduced interest rates from the domestic market, and as such, we, the SMEs, or those, we can have access to finance at a slightly reduced cost.
According to the finance experts, the 2016 budget needs to address the volatility of the cedi. He indicated a stable exchange rate is important for business planning and prediction.
We are looking out for a stable currency. And with this budget, we expect that the government should announce a rate at which it is prepared, or a band at which it is prepared to operate and keep the currency stable.
Joe Jackson expects government to prioritize competing needs of the country. He called on government not to increase taxes on businesses in the wake of a shrinking economy.
If they bring a budget of pakpakpa, expecting to get huge increases in revenue collection, I'm going to ask, where is it going to come from? How much more tax can you levy on the business community that is already struggling?
He stressed the 2016 budget should be well balanced and without a populist spending approach because of an election year.
And certainly TV3 will be your best bet in the coverage of tomorrow's budget, where Finance Minister will be heading to Parliament to do that. Away from that, though, the Ghana Stock Exchange, together with other markets, are pursuing the integration of West African capital markets to provide issuers and investors greater access to markets in the sub-region. The Managing Director, Kofi Yamwa, made this known at a ceremony in Accra to mark 25 years of operations of the Ghana Stock Exchange.
The Ghana Stock Exchange, established on November 12, 1990, with 3 dealing members, now has more than 20, with over 88,800 investors with an equity account in the depository. The GCE has contributed significantly to an efficient capital market in Ghana.
We're thinking of integrating the market in a sub-region. And the ultimate goal is we want to harmonize the requirements that goes to, as far as issuers are concerned, wanting to raise money on the market, so that at the end of the day, the market will be open to all issuers, whether you're an issuer in Nigeria and want to raise funds in Ghana, or vice versa, or you're a dealer in Ghana and want to access the market in Cote d'Ivoire. And that is the journey for the future.
The bourse now has 3 market segments: the main equity board, the alternative market, which is dedicated to SMEs, and a fixed income market.
What we see today and call the financial market of Ghana is completely different from what we had in 1990.
The beginning of the year-long celebration was initiated.
All right, a Korean-based company, KONG Limited, is to construct a 297-room residential housing facility in Accra. Known as Skyville Premium Luxury Apartment, the facility will provide luxurious but affordable housing to to its clientele.
The apartments will be situated on the defunct Shangri-La Hotel land close to the Tetekwashi interchange in Accra. All buildings that formerly housed Shangri-La Hotel on the 6-acre land will be demolished within the next 3 weeks to make way for the civil works to begin. The project, funded by the Korean company Co&G Limited, is expected to be completed in 30 months at an estimated cost of $200 million.
We have come a long way. We have crossed very difficult bridges, and we have had to make very difficult decisions. We had to deal with emotions and apprehensions, but overcoming all these challenges has armored us and equipped us much better for even more difficult times ahead of us in the execution of the project. Skyville, a premium luxury brand of Co&G, has come to stay with a purpose to change the game of luxury apartment brand in Accra.
The project will place more emphasis on high-tech security for homeowners. A home network system will be installed to ensure monitoring of children within the vicinity. Construction work will be executed by a renowned Korean construction company, Shingu Construction. Managing Director of Stanbic Bank Alhassan Andani said the project is a step towards reducing the country's housing deficit.
200 plus homes will just be a little part of the 170,000 houses that will be required per year. But I dare say, having looked at the lay of Skyville, and I had the privilege to look at the brochure, I think we're going to experience in Accra something probably Accra hasn't seen in a long while.
The 1 to 3 bedroom fully furnished apartments with their attendant facilities will be on the market within the next 3 years.
Let's shift our attention to the banking sector now. And Societe Generale Ghana has launched a deposit and win campaign dubbed the Final Countdown Promo. The promo is aimed at inspiring a savings culture among existing and new customers of the bank.
Management of the bank was elated its power of 250 promo last year attracted much traffic into their banking halls, necessitating the new promo, the Final Countdown.
We continue to operate from the perspective that it is our customers' needs and not the bank's own interests that come first. We also want to reward the loyalty of our existing customers and attract more by making sure we offer the highest quality of service, combined with great, effective and innovative promotions, and the Final Countdown is evidence of this.
The promotion, organized under the supervision of the National Lottery Authority, will give customers the chance to double, triple or quadruple their deposits within the draw period. New and existing customers are required to make fresh deposits of not less than 200 cedis from this month to January 22 and keep it in the bank till February 22 to stand a chance to get their cash multiplied.
With each deposit, the customer has to fill in the Final Countdown form to confirm their choice to participate in the promotion. This then means a hold will be placed on the deposit amount until the end of the campaign period. The deposit must then be held for at least a month from the day it was deposited.
The first draw will be held on December 23 and the final draw on March 3 next year. Head of Retail Banking, Kweku Chinebua Kodia, stressed the bank's frontline team have been trained to respond to customers' needs during the draw. The promo is to run in all 40 branches and outlets across the country.
That's it for Business on News 360 this evening. My name is Martin Esidu-Date. Always a pleasure sharing your company. We are also going to alert you and remind you that tomorrow live coverage of the budget will be here on TV3.